Okay, as I told you that this week we're gonna finalize the last session بإذن الله. It consists only of 2 skills. The problem that one skill of them cover all the grammar rules. Do you believe that? One skill of them cover all the grammar rules. Because of that, I'm gonna try to send for you a booklet that I made it. That try to read it. It has all the kind. It's some summary of all rules with example. I want you to read it. You're gonna find even the answer in it, and I'm gonna give you in my sheet that for the digital, I'm gonna explain more. But it's better, inshallah, before the coming session, to read that kind of booklet before Wednesday session. You know that we have on Wednesday at 4 p.m. we have a session. On Wednesday at 4 p.m. we have a session. So before the coming session, I want you to read that booklet. But what will happen today, actually, we are going to revise first the last test. طبعا congratulations for all of you. I'm satisfied with all the marks, بس لو نقدر نجيب أعلى شوية. يعني كل ما نبقى في الجرامر sure ان المارك بتاعتنا ما هتقع، احنا كده we are sure ان المارك بتاعتنا في التست كله، لان ما بقاش زي الاول 44 question و 52 question. They are a kind of equal questions on the 4 domains. يعني احنا عندنا الhalf are reading والhalf are writing. So just imagine yourself that you achieve the highest mark in writing and grammar. That means you're gonna pass 650. Yes, Omar.
مستر اللي انا شفته ان هم 20 سؤال ريدنج و12 سؤال رايتنج، 13 سؤال كده يعني. ده اللي انا شفته.
هو الديفيجن كله يا عمر على انا بتكلم على التو مديول يا حبيبي. بتكلم على التو مديولز مش مديول واحد. انت كده اتكلمت على مديول واحد. لكن التو مديولز they have equal division of question for the 4 domains. وهبعت لكم الفايل اللي بيقول كل دومين عليه كام question يا عمر. اوكي؟
Okay.
Let's start answering the test first. And you know that the last test was about expression of ideas. And if you remember that we have 2 kind of skills, rhetorical synthesis and transition. So I'm going to go through the question. I'm going to just keep for you also the record. I'm going to put it on the group. So let's find the first one. Again, we have to look at the stem. Here it said the students want to describe the walk shape. This is the main thing for me. This is the most important thing right now. Which choice most effectively uses relevant information from the notes to accomplish this goal? I told you to answer this. Try to eliminate the thing that doesn't talk about the wok shape. So if you're going to look here, he said, a wok is a cooking pan that originated in China during the Han Dynasty, 206 BCE, 220. So I think this is important. Still, the wok's round, wide base help to cook food evenly. Now it's a kind of description of the shape. This is kind of description, so I'm going to take it. The wok's high angle sides help to contain oil splatters. Again, yes, it's important. Grace Young is a cook and culinary historian. Thank you, I don't need it. It doesn't talk about the wok shape. Her book, The Breath of a Wok, 2004, traces the history of the wok. I don't need it because it doesn't work or doesn't mention anything about the wok shape. So, yes, Tahir.
Are you sure Mr. إن أول واحدة بتتكلم عن الشيب؟
Yeah, he said it's a cooking pan, so it's so important. The other one, no. Here, no. But the first part is important.
Okay. كده أوكي.
So, Grace Young, 2004 book. I'm not talking about the book, mister. I'm sorry, I'm going to cancel this, and even I cancel here. A wok is a cooking pan. Okay, Tahir? With a round, wide base and high angle sides. Yes, mister. This includes the 3 items that I mentioned, so it can be B. The design of a wok, a type of cooking pan, okay, that originated in China. I don't need this. During the Han Dynasty, held the pan. No, mister, thank you. This is not important. Able to cook food evenly and contain oil splatter. The what the subject raised, even it doesn't talk about the shape. So the answer is B, with an easy way. Let's go to number 2. Again, let's go to the stem of the question. The student wants to explain the origin of a species name. The origin of a species name. Okay. In 2013, paleontology professor Hisham Salim and his students from Mansoura University in Egypt made a discovery. Thank you, I didn't need it. The team found a partial dinosaur skeleton at a site in Egypt's Dakhla Oasis. Even here, it doesn't talk about the origin of species name. The skeleton belonged to a dinosaur species that lived approximately 80 million years ago. Okay, again, it wasn't mentioned anything. The new species was named Monsters to recognize the team that discovered it. Yes. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm going to return back right now. and take one with me. Why? Because he called it Monsters. Relate to Mansoura University. مين المنصورة هنا؟ مفيش حد. طيب تمام. أكيد مفيش حد. المنصورة كلهم شعر أصفر وعين خضراء. صح يا طاهر؟
والله الصح جبتها في الجون، يعني كلهم شعرهم اصفر.
Okay, so here point 1 and point 4 actually talk about the origin of species name. So if you look at A, the new species was named Monsters to recognize the team that discovered it. Yes, it was mentioned. A professor and students from Mansoura University. Right, the two things, so it can be A. Monsters species that lived approximately 8 million years ago was discovered in 2013 by Egyptian paleontologist Hisham Salim and a team of university students, but he doesn't mention about the Mansoura. No, mister. Mansoura is a new species discovered in Egypt in 2013, lived approximately. Again, Mansoura, it wasn't mentioned. A partial dinosaur skeleton found in Egypt, Dakhla Oasis, belonged to a species named Monsters. Where is Mansoura? The main thing. So the answer is A.
Mister, I don't understand how point 1 is linked to
Yeah,
the
because
origin
they call it Omar Mansourers. And Mansourers belong to Mansoura because the team is from Mansoura University. So because of that, I return back and take one with it.
Yes, Mister, but I mean the first point got nothing to do with the origin of species name. It says
How?
there is students from Mansoura University. It doesn't say anything about the species or the
Look
species
here.
name.
He said to recognize the team that discovered it. So that means I'm going to return back to the team that they made it. From where they are? Mansoura. Because of that, they call it Mansourers. Okay, Omar?
Okay. Yes.
Omar Zidane, your question.
مستر اقول لحضرتك على حاجه. هو انا سؤالي شبه سؤال طب دقيقه بس يا مستر معلش. مستر، هو سؤالي تقريبا شبه سؤال عمر سمير، اللي هو ايه علاقه المنصوره بالموضوع؟ هم بيركزوا بس على السبيشيز.
ما قلنا يا عمر، ما قلنا هو قال لك هنا في الجزء اللي انا اخترته اهو the new species was named Mansourers to recognize the team that discovered it. Where is the team that discovered it? It's here. They are from Mansoura University. عشان كده هم سموها Mansourers. عشان كده في question كان قبل كده لو كنت فكرت الديناصورز اللي كان اسمه Egypticus عشان موجود في ايجيبت. You got it, عمر؟ عمر
يس مستر. طيب التشويس دي برضو بيتكلم على اللي هي واحات داخله اللي في مصر، اللي فيها.
ايوه بس ما قالكش دخلسز. هو قال لك دخلسز ولا ما قال لك منصورسز؟
ماشي يا مستر ماشي.
Number 3, it's a transition. And to know transition, I give you a clear instruction how to solve it. How, mister? you have to decide first what is the function of each one. Like, therefore, it's cause. Instead, it's contradiction. For example, exemplification. However, contradiction. Thank you, mister. You helped me a lot. Now I'm going to cancel B and D because they look like each other. And now I'm going to find what is the relationship between the first sentence and the second sentence. Take care. Sometimes I can choose from the one that I eliminate them if the function is contradiction. Because of that, I told you, return back to read to find what is the function. But now I make minimize for the answers in front of me. So here is still with word population topping 7 billion, humanity is in need of some perspective. Then here he said, we should continue to support NASA not only for practical reasons, but also because it's a necessary vehicle for increasing our awareness of how we can fulfill our responsibility, the planet, and each other. Take care, he talk about world population. And here he start talking about our responsibility. So actually, I'm sure that it's not contradiction. And here it's not an example. So it's a cause and effect. Number 4, the same thing. It's a transition question. I'm going to take each one of them and start finding what is the function. Accordingly, cause and effect. Nevertheless, contradiction. Regardless, contradiction. Similarly, agreement. Thank you, Mr. Again. I'm going to cancel B and C. But again, you have to look at the relationship between both sentences. Here he said, this practice of continuing education, also known as professional development, benefits not only employees, but also their employers. Then he said, meaningful professional development is a shared responsibility. It's the responsibility of employers to provide useful programs, and it's also the responsibility of employees to take advantage of the opportunity offered to them. I know that some of you are going to say that this is a kind of agreement, mister. He agreed. He said that the benefits is not only for employees, but also for employers. But if you think more, you're going to find that he gives us some kinds of reasons why it's meaningful for both. Why it's meaningful for both. So this is a kind of, again, cause and effect. It's no agreement. Number 5. Again, transition question. The first one, around the same time, addition to add information. Besides that, addition to add information. Nevertheless, contradiction. Likewise, agreement. Again, Mr. Thank you. Let's just put A and B aside and start deciding. It's the kind of contradiction or agreement. Here he said, some employers utilize several approaches simultaneously, developing a framework that suits the particular needs of their employees. Then after that, he said, the figure illustrates a simple yet comprehensive, take care, developing framework, professional development model created for special education personnel. I know that it's not contradiction. It's not a contradiction. So the only thing that I have is agreement. Likewise. Again, transition question. The same technique. Specifically addition. For example, exemplification. However, contradiction. In fact, addition. Thank you, Mr. Delete A and D. We're going to return back to the sentence to find out. Is it a kind of exemplification or contradiction?
Mister,
Here he
there's four
said,
types, yes, mister?
I'm sorry?
There's how many types of addition, exemplification, and contradiction, and what else?
We put, I do remember that we put them in 6 groups. Agreement, disagreement, that is contradiction, addition, exemplification, sequence. What else, guys? It's on the sheet, Omar. You're going to find the sheet on the group, Omar.
Okay, yes. This is
Okay.
the fourth, which domain?
The third domain.
Okay, yes.
Okay. In 1986, McDonald's caused a stir in Italy when it opened a restaurant next to Rome's historic Spanish Steps. Young on-the-go eaters were thrilled. Those who prized regional food from Italy, from Rome's historic Spanish Steps, and Italy convivial culture built on cooking and long meals feared that the restaurant signaled the death of a way of life. And this is what happened, actually. So we know that there's not example. There's not example. There's a kind of contradiction. Why? Because there is a restaurant that called McDonald's open to next to a traditional. So a contradiction that the people are gonna now leave the traditional food and start eating McDonald's. So the answer is C, however. Number 7. Again, analyze the skills. For example, exemplification. Nonetheless, contradiction. To these ends, addition. Similarly, agreement. So, do we have anything that look like other? No. So here it said members assert that food should be flavorful, carrying the properties of a particular region. It should be raised using environmentally sustainable practices that preserve biodiversity. And it should be accessible to all without exploiting the labors of those who produce them. Okay, thank you. Then after that, he said, Slow Food runs a program that supports small-scale producers in marketing regional foods in a world where food corporations threaten to drive them out of the marketplace and homogenize food choices. Okay, mister. I think now he start to add information. He start adding information. It's not exemplification. It's not a contradiction. It's not agreement because it doesn't repeat the same words, but he add other information. So to these ends. Number 8. Rhetorical synthesis. Again, let's find the question. He said the student wants to introduce NASA and its effects to a new audience. Take care. A new audience means someone that doesn't know anything about NASA, because this is going to be repeated many times. Maybe he's going to tell you to an expertise, so that means that he knows. But here he doesn't know. Let's find out which things that is going to work. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, is a U.S. government agency whose budget is frequently, many times, contested. Okay, mister. I think if he's a new audience, he's not going to know what does it mean by NASA, or NASA stands for what. So it's better to include it. Many people think of NASA's programs as private. Okay, mister. I think this is not important now because we need the effects. The agency has a widespread positive effect on society by serving as a catalyst for innovation and scientific understanding, creating jobs, and showing humanity its place within the universe. Yes, it's important. In 1958, the program's first year, very few people believed that it was even possible for manned spacecraft to leave the atmosphere and orbit Earth. It's not important. All along, these NASA projects have greatly increased international cooperation. No, also. So I'm gonna just think about these two.
Why, Mr.
Let's
Why?
look. Okay.
It says
Does he
it
talk
affect.
about the effects here?
Yes, it has greatly increased international cooperation. It affected
Okay. I'm gonna be with you, Omar. But I'm the one that built this question. I didn't put actually this sentence in the answer. In 1958, few people believed that NASA was an innovative company that led to great discoveries. Okay. It took only about a simple information from here, and it took another thing. No, mister. B. NASA is a US government agency, yes, that has great effects on society, yes, by serving, look, Omar, by serving as a catalyst for innovation and scientific understanding, yes, maybe this one. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration has rival programs that have greatly increased national cooperation, but it doesn't talk. Maybe it brought information about its effects, but it doesn't include anything about the definition or to introduce what is that. I don't know that this is NASA. I don't know that this is NASA. You have to clarify it for me. The National Aeronautics and Space Administration create jobs and show humanity its place within the universe. Okay, he shows even the effects, but he doesn't talk about what is it. So the answer is B. Number 9, again, rhetorical question. The students want to show the benefits of professional development to professional staff members. What do they mean professional staff members? That they know what does it mean by professional development. Professional, it's not like this. This new audience, it doesn't know. Here, they know. Professional staff members, they know. Okay, mister. Let's find. It said professional development refers to continuing education and career training after a person has entered the workforce. Thank you. I don't need it. Because this actually is a professional staff member. And you know this by heart. And we need now the benefits. Workers in many fields, from social services to manufacturing, continually acquire relevant knowledge and update key skills from involvement in professional development processes. Does here talk about the benefits? Does here talk about the benefits? Maybe. Maybe they talk about the benefits. Professional development benefits not only employees, but also their employers. Does this mention? Again, yes, it mentioned the benefits. Employers hire many unprofessional work during the recent years. No, it wasn't included. Recruitment is a crucial point in the efficiency of the institution. Again, it doesn't mention anything about the benefits of professional development. So let's go here. Professional development is a process to continue education and career training during the recent years. Okay, this is the definition. And we said that this, yes.
Mister, I don't understand how it's the second point is benefits of professional development.
Oh, look at the benefits. It's acquire relevant knowledge and update key skills from involvement in professional development. So these are the benefits.
Yes. I didn't read till the very end. Yes, okay.
Okay. Recruitment, the care. I didn't talk about recruitment, so thank you. I'm talking about professional development. Workers go through the, again, I'm not talking about recruitment. I need the benefits of professional development. Professional development benefits the employees and the employers, here, to acquire relevant knowledge and update key skills. Is that right? So the answer is D. Yes, Omar.
Mister, I solved this question actually without reading the points above.
No, you have
because
to
it
read.
was yes, I know, but I mean this one it was very obvious because none of these talked about professional development except for this
No,
one.
there are two talk about
benefits,
professional development.
I mean
But
benefits.
include recruitment in it. The other one talk about the definition, and we don't need the definition because this is a professional staff member.
Yes.
Yes, عمر زيدان.
مستر حتى انا يا مستر كنت يعني والله مستر تتجاب من غير حتى ما نقرا كل النوتس
يا
دي.
حبيبي ما ينفع، والله ما ينفع. ماشي يا عمر؟ انا هو بعيدها
تمام.
لكم تاني، والله ما ينفع. اوعى تعتمد على الانستنكت بتاعتك اللي انت الهيرو بتاع الجروب. اي حد، ما بتكلمش على عمر او عمر. اوعى تفتكر نفسك الهيرو في التست. بيبقى عندنا levels from level 1 to level 4. ممكن حاجه تخدعك بسهوله وفي الاخر انت ما قريتش فوق عشان تعمل زي ما انا عملت كده. مش تاخد منك دقيقه، وكده كده الكويشن بياخد دقيقه ونص.
طب مستر ممكن اسال سؤال؟
قول يا طاهر.
ايه هي الطريقه اللي في الاختبار اللي اقدر افضل على الايزي موديولز؟ ايه يعني ايه الطريقه اللي افضل اجيب بيها الحاجات السهله؟
طب ما انا معلم. كل ده احنا بنخلص الفورس دومين وبتقول لي ايه الطريقه السهله؟ ما انا كل مره بديك الطريقه السهله.
ما اقصدش طرق، اقصد في الاختبار. مش انت بتقول ان انا مثلا اذا حليت كذا سؤال سهل بعدين في الاخر يطلع لي سؤال صعب؟
يعني تعرف امتى انا واسئله سهله وانا واسئله صعبه؟
لا انا مش عايز
لا،
اعرف امتى، انا عايز اعرف ازاي يجي لي السهل.
ما ايوه، ما تجيب السهل اللي انت تحدد تعمل كاتيجورايز للسهل، صح؟
اه
لا، ما في حد يعرف يعرفها دي تقسيمه الكولج بورد. لكن انت يو ار جينا فيل زي ما الناس كده لاحظت ان السؤال دوت انا اقدر اجيبه بسهوله، فهو ده خلاص، ده ليفل 1. اوكي يا طاهر؟
اوكي.
في كويشن تاني ياخد منك وقت عشان تفكر، زي الكويشنز اللي كانت فوق برضو على ريتوريكال سينثيسيس اللي انتوا اخدتوا وقت، اللي عمر وعمر برضو وقفوني فيها. لا ده اخد وقت. قال لها طب ليه انت سبت دي؟ طب ليه ما سبتش دي؟ طب ليه اخدت دي؟ ليه ما اخدتش دي؟ ده كده تعرف ان السؤال دخل في صعوبه، دخل في ليفل 3 او ليفل 4 يا طاهر. تمام؟
طيب أستاذ
يس واب.
درجاتهم تختلف ولا نفس الدرجة؟
نفس الدرجه، لكن هو المشكله اللي احنا عندنا رو سكور في الاخر يا وائل. رو سكور هو الرو سكور اللي هيحدد. تمام؟ عشان كده احنا بنقول ايه؟ we try to solve as many as right question as we can. Okay?
طيب
Yeah,
تمام
yes,
مشكور.
Mr. There's people that think that if they solve the first couple of questions wrong, they will get the rest easy and stuff.
ايوه، ما هو ده الصح، هو ده اللي هيحصل. لو المديول بتاعك الاولاني لخبطت فيه والدنيا نيلت معاك، المديول التاني كله هيبقى ايزي.
أيوة بس that doesn't mean I'll get a high score يا مستر،
لا لا
صح؟
لا، هاي سكور ايه؟ انت كده رايح في داهيه.
أيوة أوكي.
فيعني برضو مش عاوز اقول لكم عشان ما تجيش على المديول التاني تلاقيه كله سهل تقول يا خرابي ده انا رحت في داهيه. اوكي؟ يعني forget about this. Forget about this. Try to think carefully بس inside the test, especially in the first module. Do your best in the first module ان انت you get all the question right باذن الله. Number 10. في حد بيفتح المايك ويقفل؟ حد عاوز يسأل قولوا يا شباب، معاك. طيب. The students want to show the difference between coaching and mentoring. Only he wants the difference between coaching and mentoring. Let's find. The most common forms of professional development provided to employees include coaching, mentoring, technical assistance, and workshops. It's not important. Employers utilize several approaches to develop a framework that suit the particular needs of their employees. It's not important. Coaching refers to a method of training, counseling, or instructing an individual or a group how to develop skills to enhance their productivity or overcome a performance problem. Yes. So this is important because we talk about coaching. Mentoring is a process of using a specially selected and trained individual to provide guidance, pragmatic advice, and continuous support that will help people in their learning and development processes. Yes, mister. Take care. I need the differences. Let's look at A. While differences, contradiction. While coaching refers to a method of training to develop skills, mentoring is a process of using trained individuals to provide guidance. Yes, mister. Here he showed the differences between coaching and mentoring. Coaching and mentoring are applied to enhance the member's level, despite it was mentioned both of them, but here it doesn't show differences. Coaching enhances the members' productivity or overcome a performance problem. Again, it took only about coaching. Know the difference between coaching and mentoring. Professional development includes many forms that suit the particular needs of the employees. It doesn't talk about both of them. So the answer is A. And there's also level 1 and level 2. Number 11, we return back to transition. Again, I'm going to just make analysis for this. Although contradiction. However, contradiction. In other words, addition. Because cause and effect. Let's find. Here he said, do we have contradiction too? So cancel both of them. Now we have addition or cause and effect. Brian's writing is really distinct. Okay. I can hear his voice when I read, or when I read the words he chooses. Okay, mister? So here it's clear that this is an addition. It's an addition. It built upon that his writing is distinct, something that is different. Thank you. Number 12. Again, I'm going to do the same technique. Yes يا عمر. اوعى تقول لي cause and effect يا عمر بالله عليك.
لا مستر، هو مستر مش in other words. هل in other words ممكن نقول ان هي agreement؟ شكلها agreement كده.
لا، هو بيضيف حاجه تانية يا عمر. وقلتها قبل كده وعدتها قبل كده. يعني مثلا بقول لك ايه؟ بقول لك يا عمر انت لازم تذاكر. بالمعنى كده يا عمر افتح الكتاب وزود كلمات وبص على الحاجات اللي انا حطيتها كلها، فانا ضفت لك. تمام يا عمر؟
بس تحسها agreement كده مستر وشكلها حلو.
يا عم انا قلت لك اكزامبل اهو. انت برضه ما قلت لك. انا بقول
ماشي
لك يا
مستر.
عمر لازم تذاكر. بطريقه اخرى يا عمر اهو in other words. بطريقه اخرى يا حبيبي افتح الكتاب، جيب الكلمات، بص على السكيلز، افتح الدومين، اقرا الشرح بتاعي. فدوت addition. اديتك additional steps.
يا مستر تمام.
Number 12. Again, for example, exemplification. Therefore, cause and effect. However, contradiction. In addition, addition. طبعا ما عندناش حد متشابه مع التاني فنقرا. Ali is an excellent long distance runner. His cousin Anthony is better with short distances. ايه يا عم؟ ده سهلة جدا. سهلة جدا. ده بيتكلم عن contradiction. ده بتاع grade 1 ده. However. Number 13. Consequently, cause and effect. Otherwise, contradiction. Furthermore, addition. Therefore, cause and effect. So again, A and D, I'm going to cancel it. Now I have contradiction or addition. You'd better take the bus. You will get to the game late. الله. اوعى تقول لي ان دوت ان انا دلوقتي في addition. You would better take the bus. وانت قاعد you will get the game late. ازاي يا عم انا اخد الباص واروح الجيم late؟ لا. يبقى otherwise contradiction. If I don't take the bus, I'm gonna arrive late. Number 14. Again, transition. Let's find, for instance, exemplification. In addition, addition. Similarly, agreement. However, contradiction. Again, we don't have anything look like the other. So here he said, there are ways you can make boring tasks more pleasant. Bring a portable radio and listen to music on the earphones while you work. This is an example. This is an example how you make boring tasks more pleasant. So bring a portable radio, listen to music on the earphone while you work. So it's for an instance. Number 15. Again, then sequence. Consequently, cause and effect. Therefore, cause and effect. While contradiction. Cancel B and C. So it's sequence or contradiction. The lazy checkout clerk poured the 6-pack of cola into the bottom of the bag, tearing it. Then here, she shrugged her shoulder and said, I guess you'll have to carry the bag from the bottom. Aha. So she thought that he is holding the bag from the bottom. So when she put the cola inside it, she built upon that. So this is a sequence. This is a sequence. Because this is what happened. Yes, mister. So the answer is then. Yes, عمر زيدان. اوعى تقول لي contradiction يا عمر.
مستر بس خلينا متفقين يا مستر إنه لولا كلمة consequently كانت therefore ممكن تبقى صح لأنها صحيحة بصراحة.
كان ممكن فعلا. عشان كده انا حطيت اختيارين شبه بعض. عشان انت ما تروحش معاهم. اوكي. 16. نزل بقى ايديك يا عمر بقى.
حاضر مستر، أصلا وجعتني من كتر ما بدفعها.
ماشي يا عمر. 16. Again, such as exemplification. As a result, cause and effect. Accordingly, cause and effect. Moreover, addition. Again. Let's find. He said science fiction writer Arthur C. Clarke correctly predicted that satellite would be used for communication. In 1947, he correctly predicted that 1959 would be the year the first rocket to the moon was launched. ده هو add information كمان. He added another information. So it's gonna be moreover. قول يا عمر. والله ما such as يا عمر.
طيب هو الساينس فيكشن اللي هو كلارك بيقول ان هو ما شاء الله بيقدر يتوقع المناخ او الحاجات اللي هتحصل من الساتلايت على سبيل
لا
المثال
هو
ان
لا
هو
لا 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 هو توقع ان الساتلايت هيستخدم للكوميونيكيشن. تمام.
على سبيل المثال ايوه ان هو سنه
لا مش على
47
سبيل
توقع
المثال. هو
كذا.
ما اتكلمش هنا على الكوميونيكيشن يا معلم. هنا ما اتكلمش على
تمام
الكوميونيكيشن عشان نقول على سبيل المثال. هنا اتكلم عن حاجه ثانيه. فبيقول لك في عام 1947 هو بالفعل توقع تاني ان عام 1959 هيبقى السنه اللي اول صاروخ هيوصل القمر. مالها بالكوميونيكيشن يا معلم؟
اوكي
وصلت؟
تمام.
17. Also addition. In contrast, contradiction. For example, exemplification. Consequently خلاص عرفناها cause and effect. ما فيش حاجة متشابهة مع الثانية. Okay. Some people in New Jersey build their houses very close to the shoreline. They have had to spend a lot of money trying to protect their property from the sea. ليه؟ عشان هم بانيينها على shoreline. طب أكيد هيبقى consequently. They have to pay money. 18. Such as exemplification. After sequence. Then sequence. Hence cause and effect. Hence معناه لذلك. Running can make people more aware of their physical surroundings. Oh, we forgot to make, I think, here B and C. Okay. Running can make people more aware of their physical surroundings. The scent of the honeysuckle or the changing mood of the tree. This example, mister. Easy. This is an example. These are the surroundings. Number 19. Again, the same thing. Therefore, cause and effect. Consequently, cause and effect. I think this is easy. Hence, يا سلام لو أسئلة كلها تبقى كده. Cause and effect. On the contrary, contradiction. شكرا يا مستر. يا عم الحلاوة دي. هي دلوقتي contradiction شغاله معايا. Let's see. Residents complain bitterly about both hole in the streets and sloppy trash pickup. These people resist paying higher taxes for the improvement of this service. طبعا on the contrary. يعني انتوا بتشتكوا من المشاكل اللي عندكم وانتوا تدفعوش الضرايب. On the contrary. على النقيض. 20. Similarly, agreement. Moreover, addition. However, contradiction. While contradiction. So cancel C and D. We are between agreement or addition. Telephone interviewing allows for a large number of responses in a short time and at relatively low cost. Then the method, this telephone interviewing, permits interviewer to reach respondent at a specific time of the day. There's an important consideration in the study of radio and TV listening habits. It's easy, mister. He add information. He add. Moreover. في حد يقول لي معظم الاكزامبلز اللي انت شفتوها على البروفيشنال ديفلوبمنت والتليفون انترفيوينج والحاجات دي كلها انا جبتها منين؟
دلوقتي يا مستر انا اللي اعرفه حاجه من الثلاثه، يا اما من ترجع لاختبارات السات القديمه وتطلع الاجزاء اللي حضرتك عايزها، او بتفتح خان اكاديمي وممكن تطلع منه برضو، او بتفتح بلو بوك وتطلع منه شويه.
طيب هو انا بعمل الثلاثه دول فعلا، هتلاقوا في اسئله مشتركه ما بين الثلاثه. لا في حاجه رابعه، انا بجيب اسئله من بره.
من بره من مخ حضرتك ولا؟
اليوم ده انا كنت بعمل محاضره للانستتيوشن عندي عن البروفيشنال ديفلوبمنت، ومنها التليفون انترفيوينج، ومنها البروفيشنال ديفلوبمنت المنتورنج والكوتشنج والحاجات دي كلها. فرحت حاطط لكم اسئله منها.
جايب لنا اسئله من محاضرات يا مستر؟
لا انا بعمل المحاضره فاخدت بقى اللي انا هقوله وحطيتها لكم ككويشن. شفتوا بربط ازاي يا طاهر؟
محاضرات دلوقتي.
Okay. If you are having
Mr. Can you, Mr. please repeat? Because I don't understand why isn't it similar? لا قصدي يا Mr. can you repeat question 20 please?
طيب هو انا بتكلم على التليفون انترفيوينج واديت انفورميشن، بعد كده اديت another information يعني addition.
But Mr. I know, but this new information agrees with what we are saying above. We're just confirming.
I'm sorry. Where is the agreement here? Here he said allows for a large number of responses in a short time. Then I start to add more information يا عمر. إن الميثود دي permits interviewer to reach respondent at specific times of the day. This is an important consideration in the study of radio and TV listening habits.
Yes, so we're adding information. So it's more
okay.
Yes. Okay.
21. For instance, exemplification. In contrast, contradiction. Similarly, agreement. However, contradiction. Thank you. If you are having company for dinner, try to get as much done in advance as possible. Set the table the day before. There's an example. What are the things that you're going to do it in advance? Set the table the day before. And this is what will happen in Ramadan for all of you. 22. Until sequence. Because cause and effect. Despite contradiction. After sequence. So now A and D, goodbye. It's now cause or contradiction. Let's find. He said, I'm very allergic to flowers. برضو دي أنا اللي جبتها يا طاهر، شفت دي؟ بحبها أنا ودي. ده if you love your wife.
أنا يا مستر اللي أنا مستغربه allergic to flowers يوم جايب لها رز.
شفت أنا قلت لك عشان أنت بتحبها جدا. I'm very allergic to flowers. My husband bought me a bouquet of roses. So it's easily that. It's a contradiction. Don't tell me cause and effect. اوعى الناس تكون عاملاها cause and effect يبقى مصيبة.
انا والله دي بقى سبب غلطتي انا برضو
شفت بقى يا مستر it makes sense in both B and C يا مستر it depends on your
this is according to the
intentions.
psychology.
Yes.
خلي بالكم معانا لينا وجنى فهيضربونا هيقولوا علينا ماسك. مش فهمت.
أنا من الناس اللي حطيت
اصلا
بيه.
قديم يا مستر الجو ده.
حطيتي بيه؟ اوف بتهزري يا لينا.
لا لأنه كان في فلاورز وروزز فقلت ما بعرف.
انا يا مستر
يعني
انا
في
قلت
difference.
انا قلت بي، انا قلت انا كمان بي، بس انا اللي قلته في دماغي عشان انت حاطط، اصل مش هينفع واحد هازبند غبي عارف ان مراته عندها حساسيه من الورد فيقوم جايب لها روز، فانا حسيت ان الورد والروز حاجتين مختلفتين.
اوف يا لهوي.
شفت الغباء الاصطناعي يا مستر وصل لفين؟
ربنا يستر. Okay. After that, that's why it's easy, because why? So it's cause and effect. For example, exemplification. However, contradiction. In contrary, contradiction. Thank you. Let's find it's cause and effect or exemplification. So here he said, while eating sweets, the brain essentially releases endorphins which make us feel happy and reduce pain. Then here he said, many pediatricians, meaning the doctor for children, give sweet to children while giving injection. Okay, mister. So I think now he said, what is the reason that they give them sweets? That's why. 24. For next exemplification. Also addition. However, contradiction. We therefore cause and effect. We don't have anything look like the other. So let's read. He said, there are several ways to buy cell phones. You can buy them from a phone company or an electronic store. Mister, you give us examples how to buy. You give us examples. Yes, it's easy. It's level 1. 25. Furthermore, addition. For example, exemplification. Similarly, agreement. Although, contradiction. Some cultures, do we have anything agree? No. So some cultures believe giving gifts is very important. These cultures believe gifts should be elaborate. Mister. So I'm not with contradiction. This is number 1. I have to think. And this is not an example. So now we are between, is it addition or agreement? Does he add information or does he agree with the previous information? He said some cultures believe giving gifts is very important. These cultures believe gifts should be elaborate.
Mister, what is elaborate يا مستر؟
Should be enhanced. يعني لازم تتحسن الحتة دي. Mister, there's no agreement. Did he add another information that we have to do? So it's furthermore. 26 and 27 with no point, as you know. But let's find that you solved it right or wrong. Moreover, addition. هتقول لي انت حطيت 26 و 27 يا مستر لان هم كان اخر سؤالين وانا كنت عاوز اخلص واحط لكم التست فاكرين انتوا. Therefore, cause. Next sequence. However, contradiction. Again, nothing have parallel to the other. Let's find. Business administration graduates can obtain jobs in many different professions. People who are unsure of their career path often choose general business programs. This goes. So why people start saying that I'm going to enter administration, I'm going to enter business administration because they don't know about their career. Yes. So now we know that therefore cause and effect.
Mister?
Yes.
But it can be addition.
How?
إنه first it's talking about business administration بعدين إنه it's adding more information إنه يعني it makes people unsure of their career to choose it
Okay,
يعني.
Lena.
Yes,
I'm with
Mr. I
you.
was just about to say yes.
Yeah, I'm with you. But if now you are reading the sentence with addition or cause and effect, which one you're gonna choose now? And forget about therefore and put so.
Addition.
You still with addition?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna read it for you. Business administration graduate can obtain jobs in many different professions. So people who are unsure, I'm talking about now cause and effect, okay, or therefore. So people who are unsure of their career path often choose general business programs. Or moreover, people who are unsure of their career path often choose general business program. Which one is the best choice? Moreover or therefore?
Therefore. Yes.
You got it?
Yeah, it makes more
Yes.
sense.
Oh, yeah. Omar Zidane, yes.
لا مثلا كنت بس اقول وجهة نظر، بس خلاص وجهة نظر حضرتك قلتها خلاص.
طيب. Again, this is my problem also. زي ما لينا قالت moreover و therefore تتعمل. بس انا بحط نفسي مكان الاكزامينر. If you put a question like that they can be able to. You have to use your mind to find which one is the reasonable answer. لكن المفروض ان الكويشن ما يبقاش ليها two suitable answers عشان تبقوا عارفين. يعني المفروض انا كنت اشيل moreover واحط حاجه ثانيه. بس طبعا في الهارينج وانا بعمل الكويشنز بسرعه فكنت بحط اي شيء. يعني اللي عندي اهم حاجه ان انا احط الانسرز. اوكي؟ فالمفروض ان الاكزامينر مش هيحط لك two answers قريبين من بعض قوي زي هنا. You do believe in that, okay? يعني be sure ان الاكزامينر مش هيحط لك two answers قريبين من بعض خالص ولا ليهم علاقه الريحه ببعض. 27. Pharmaceutical companies have increased funding for research and development. I'm sorry, let's go there. In addition, at, therefore, cause and effect. For example, exemplification. However, contradiction. Again, nothing shared. Pharmaceutical companies have increased funding for research and development. Pharma X company has increased its research and development budget every year for the last 10 years. There's an example of a company. So the answer is C. Any question regarding the test?
Yes, Mr. I have one question.
Yes, Omar, go on.
Are the questions on the test will be as easy as these 27 questions, yeah, Mr.?
Are they easy, Omar?
Yes, Mr. They're
والله يا
very
عمر
easy.
انا ما عارف. طب قول لي زمايلك عشان اكبر ثلاثه جابوا كان اكبر درجه كام يا شباب؟
مستر كانت 780.
كام؟
780.
لا كانت ال 22 ولا 21؟
22 على
22.
تخيل بقى انت يا عمر اللي انت بتقول ايزي ده الشباب غلط الثلاثه بس اللي جايبين 22.
Oh.
والله يا
بس
عمر شكلك كده انا ما كنتش اوريك الامتحان وكنت ادخلك وكنا نشوف الدنيا عامله ازاي معاك.
لا بجد يا مستر والله it's so easy الصراحة يعني.
ماشي. شفت يا شباب قال ايه؟ اللي ما بيحضرش الامتحان بيقول سو ايزي، اللي بيحضر الامتحان ايه؟
يعني ما اعرفش يقول ايه يعني بس.
ده انا عندي طاهر بجلاله قدره. جبت كام يا طاهر؟
جلالة قدره يا مستر في الانجليزي ما تنفعش، كلمتين معناها ما بيركبوش على بعض. جلالة
ما دي
قدره بتتقال في
ما دي
الماس.
ايروني ساتاير.
لا يا مستر انا الماث جلالة قدري وكده، بس انجليزي.
لا قول جبت كام بس. انت
انا
بس جبت
انا
درجه
جبت
حلوه، جبت
19 يعني
710 صح؟
720. انا كده
720. والدرجه كانت كام؟
الدرجة من 25، انا الدرجة جايب 720.
لكن الدرجه
19 من 25.
لا انا بقول لعمر لان عمر بيقول ان هي ايزي. لو مش ايزي يا عمر وانت جوه التست حتى لو كان
ايوه
ايزي
صح
بتحس ان هو
صح.
ديفيكلت.
ايوه صح يس.
لا
طيب
وهي
مستر.
مستر لا وايه كل ده untimed يعني.
ده
على
كمان مش تايم صح؟
مدلعين.
ده كانتش تايم صحيح، فكرتني.
Mr. This module, Mr. It covers all the 4 domains.
لا التست دوت
ايوه
بس الدومين بتاع expression of ideas.
ايوه، ده في كم
two
lesson
skills
ده مثلا؟
بس
2 skills اللي هو الريتوريكال والترانزيشن، صح؟
والترانزيشن. ايوه
ايوه اوكي. ودومين 4.
في two skills لسه هنبتدي دلوقتي اهو.
اوكي يا مستر اوكي.
Okay. Now I'm gonna send for you the answers for that test again for revision. الناس اللي داخله الامتحان you have to revise. You have to start looking at all your file that you have and start finding Open Khan Academy, open Blue Book, open whatever you have just to answer question and take more information. I put for you many exercises that you're not going to find anywhere. Most of them are tailored by me. So please again return back and start solving these during the week that you have it as off. سيبكم من الخروجات، سيبكم من الطلعات، بالذات زياد وفيصل وطاهر وحسن معاهم، عشان انا عارف ان طاهر راح يحسن.
دي حقيقة.
لا يا شيخ.
يا زياد، فيصل قصدي.
يس مستر.
زياد كاتب لك رسالة عاوزني اقولها لك.
اتفضل.
يقول لك فيصل is living in a cave.
ايش يعني؟
يعني انت كيف مان.
طب ماشي زياد، بكره حساب.
كيف ما يكفيهوش يا زياد؟ محتاج حاجة أكبر من كيف شوية.
قر على الراجل، قر على الراجل. اوكي، فين الانسر؟ Okay, I sent for you the answer for this test. Now for the new domain and the last domain. Congratulations. The problem, as I told you, that when I start just explaining or writing the explanation for that domain, I found that one form is not going to be enough. أمانة يعني أنا بتكلم على الجرامر كله وهتشوفه دلوقتي. بتكلم عن الverb subject verb agreement، بتكلم على الpronouns for pronoun antecedent. كل الانفورميشن دي تخيلوا في السكيل اللي احنا هناخده دلوقتي حالا. I've sent it guys.
الامتحان
Yes, mister.
والفايل الجديد
الفايل الجديد اهو. Okay, so the fourth domain is talking mainly about grammar. احنا كده عندنا two domains بيتكلموا على grammar mainly. الثيرد والفورث. طيب قبل بس ما انهي او قبل ما ابتدي الانسر وكده، خلوني ابعت لكم بس على الجروب الفايل اللي قلت لكم عليه ان انتوا لازم تذاكروه. خليني بس اجيبه. الفايل ده برضو تأليف يا شباب. ده كل القواعد اللي وعيتوا عليها في الامريكان سكول. عاملها بطريقه مبسطه. عمر معاه وعلي معاه الفايل ده. عمر زيدان.
مين يا مستر؟ وأنا؟
لا انا.
اه
مش انت
صح،
عمر
الفولدر
زيدان؟
معايا. ايوه مستر، الفولدر معايا صح فعلا.
وعلي. هو الفايل اسمه writing rules يا شباب. enjoy it. كده مع نفسكم كده تمسكوا الفايل كده وتعملوا له حته حته بالقواعد بتاعته. This like a booklet include everything about the fourth. لا ده الثيرد والفورث. the third and fourth domain. Everything about the third and fourth. This actually was built upon the previous or the paper SAT. Okay? But it's the same thing for the digital SAT. الرايتنج ما اتغيرش في الديجيتال SAT يا شباب بالنسبه للسكيلز بتاعته. Okay, let's return back. As I told you, I divide the skill number 1 under the domain of 4 into 2 periods. النهارده والمره الجايه. يعني ممكن الفايل دوت اعمل له بس regenerate تاني. ان انا I'm gonna add information extra information عليه. فمعنى كده ان دوت مش النسخه الاخيره. بس because of the period today, I start finalizing quickly. Okay.
again يا
What
مستر
is the name of the skill? قول يا عمر.
Mr. Mash, can you say, because I want to drink water. What is this file that you sent?
I send the file that including all the writing rules that is gonna included in domain 3 and 4. But I started doing my paper regarding the digital, and I told you that all the rules under the first skill under the fourth domain are so many, so I don't have many time just to finish them all. Because of that, maybe I'm gonna update that file for the next time. Yes, we're gonna solve from it, but I'm gonna update a little bit. I'm gonna add extra rule. But
Okay.
now you have all the rules under your hand. The one that is written writing rules. Did
Yes.
all of them with you.
Okay, Mr.
Okay. شباب اوعدوني بالله عليكم ان الكل هيفتحوا ويقراه لو سمحتوا.
هو يا مستر الرولز دي كلها بتبقى موجودة بس في الديجيتال ولا انت جايبهم من السات كله؟
لا ده موجود في الديجيتال وكان موجود في اللي قبل كده. ده كل اللي موجود في الديجيتال حتى.
اوكي.
انا ما حطيتهالكش يا طاهر الا غير ما اتاكدت ان هي كل القواعد متغطيه في الحاجه اللي انا كنت عاملها قبل كده. تمام؟ Okay. So the first skill actually under standard English convention, and in convention means related to grammar. Convention means grammar. Form, structure, and sense. This is the first skill. We have 2 skills under. This is the first skills, but include many rules. So here he said on the SAT reading and writing test, some question will present you with a short passage that contains a blank. Here only blank. The question will then ask you to complete the text in a way that conform to the convention of standard English. Something that match the English grammar question. وعندي بقى طريقة سهلة جدا تحلوا بيها الحاجات بسهولة من غير حتى ما تقرا السؤال، وهتشوفها دلوقتي. اهو انا بقول لك من غير ما تقرا السؤال. شفت عملية الترانزيشن لما كنا بنلغي الحاجتين اللي شبه بعض؟ قاعدة الاود وان اوت هنعملها برضو في الجرامر. الاود وان اوت. خد المختلفة. خد المختلف. تعالوا اوريكم اكزامبل منها كده في اول سؤال عشان تعرفوا بس ان اللي معاكم حاجه خطيره. انا مش هبص على السؤال اهو. indicate the plural indicates the singular have indicated the plural or indicated the plural. شكرا. الانسر ده
ايه ده؟
نقول تاني.
طب اشمعنى دي اوض؟
إن...
ايه اللي خلاك بس تقول ان دي
ما عشان دي plural indicate the verb للبلورال وهاف
أوكي.
للبلورال والار للبلورال، لكن indicates الوحيده للسنجلر. شكرا. هي دي الانسر.
طبعا يا مستر مش دايما تظبط صح؟
مش دايما بس معظمها بتظبط كده.
مش دايما ايه يا مستر؟ ده انت عامل سحر دلوقتي.
odd one out. بص السؤال اللي بعديه.
ايوه.
يلا مين يجيب لي الانسر؟
از.
بس الله عليك. ايه رايكم في الطريقه دي؟
انا ما خدش معايا ثانيتين لو كل سؤال كده
بس
تبقى
هو ده بقى اللي
السؤال.
هيفيدك اللي انت تحل الاسئله الثانيه اللي محتاجه وقت، ان انت تديها وقت. يعني ممكن الجرامر تمشي فيه بسرعه. يلا نرجع وبعد كده نبقى نرجع
وقت
للاسئله
الجرامر
تاني.
ده اقوم حاطه في الريدنج.
ايوه. اوكي. نيجي the first rule is subject verb agreement. You know that the subject must agree with the verb, and this actually happened with verb to be, verb to have, verb to do, and in the present simple tense. مش هعيد انا الحاجات دي لان المفروض الحاجات دي انتوا اصلا يعني بيج ديب قوي فيها من جريد 1. يعني احنا عارفين ام ويز وار، وعارفين واز وير، وعارفين هاز وهاف، وعارفين ان
Have
I,
like
you, we, they will plural take a verb without s. He, she, it take the verb with s. Okay. I want to just tell you a joke, an English joke. I like it. He said, I dance, you dance, we dance, but he dances. Why? Does he dance more than us? Do you understand?
شفتها يا مستر شفتها.
ايوه انا عجبتني قوي وهو بيقولها. So here we know that the plural take the verb without s. The singular take the verb with s. The subject verb agreement is a convention of standard English that require a subject and verb to agree in number. Take care. It's easy for you if you have the subject in front of you. But sometimes I put for you other words between the subject and the verb, like prepositional phrases, like adverbs. Sometimes I put for you not essential phrases, فده اللي بيلخبط الواحد. فعشان كده you have to be sure of my rule, odd one out. When a verb follows directly after its subject, agreement is pretty easy to verify. At grade 1. However, when sentence structure become more complex, subject-verb agreement errors can be much harder to spot. So, what we're going to do, if we have extra words between the subject and the verb, when additional words, especially other nouns, come between a subject and a verb, agreement errors are much easier to miss. Look at this one. Istanbul, look at this sentence. It's not important. The most populous of all European cities. Here someone is going to look at sentence and said, yes, where is right? No, sorry. Because the main subject here is Istanbul, not cities. And why, mister? Again, I'm going to return back and say that no subject come after a preposition. No subject come after a preposition. No subject comes after a preposition. اهو عدها 400 مره. ما في subject بيجي بعد حرف جر. Easy اهي.
object of preposition.
اسمه object ما اسمه subject of the sentence. برافو. No subject come with possessive is. Again, no subject come with possessive is. Third time. No subject come with possessive is. اي حاجه فيها apostrophe اس او اس apostrophe بالله عليكم اوعى تقول لي ان ده السبجكت. بالله اوعى تقول لي ان ده السبجكت. فخلاص عرفنا ان اسطنبول was. So if you notice extra words or phrases, eliminate them from the sentence and try reading the subject straight into the verb. Inverted sentences. ودي بقى ايه؟ تلاقي المدرسين ما شاء الله وهم بيعملوا امتحانات او هم بيكتبوا مثلا او بيتكلموا ضايعين يا معلم. ضايعين. يعني يقول لك ايه؟ in the playground is students. الله سقف له تروح عامل له كده الله. ايه يا الحلاوه دي؟ يا لا ده انت ممتاز. طب فين السبجكت هنا يا معلم؟ يقول لك I don't know it's omitted. امال الستودنتس دي بتعمل ايه؟ Students are the subject but they are inverted. Students, the inverted subject come with the verb to be. The inverted subject come with verb to be. But sometimes the subject will come after the verb. When this is in the case, agreement errors are trickier to identify. اهو يقول لك separating the roads. شكرا. هي where يا مستر؟ لان هنا السبجكت roads. Where a concrete median. يا عم تغير الجمله. عدلها. هي المفروض هتبقى a concrete median was separating the roads. فيبقى هنا اسمها inverted sentence. يبقى subject median that is singular. Another one. Place subject and verb side by side. Anytime you're not sure if a subject and verb agree, place them next to each other and see how they sound together. The step helps cut through complex sentence structure and tends to make subject-verb agreement error much more obvious. So if you think that the verb and then the subject, put them together and read the sentence. If it works, okay. If it doesn't work, try to find where the subject. Look out for preposition. No subject come after a preposition. Preposition like with, of, and from are often used to start phrases that describe the subject of the sentence. These phrases can cause confusion, as the object of the prepositional phrase ends up closer to the verb, and it's often a noun with a different number. For example, the sound of trumpets was deafening. Now, trumpets is not the subject because it comes after a preposition. The subject here is sound, so the sound was. So the prepositional phrase of the trumpets may include a plural noun, but it describes the singular subject sound. So we need to use the singular verb was. Plural and the letter S. Take care of that. With nouns, plural are usually formed by adding an S to the end of the word. Elephant, elephants. But verbs, if it has S, means that it's singular. Verbs, if it has S, means that it's singular. With verb, though, the pattern is exactly the opposite. Typically, we form a plural verb by removing an S. The elephant runs. It runs here, singular. The elephant run here, plural. The second rule is pronoun antecedent agreement. Pronoun antecedent agreement is a convention of standard English that require pronoun and antecedent to agree in person and number. Like, look here. It said, cranberries are both sour and bitter. So people rarely eat. Wait. How it? Here, the antecedent is plural. So it must be them, mister. So if you have a pronoun, you have to search for the word that refer to know that it's singular, plural, masculine, feminine, neutral, to decide which pronoun that you're going to put. So in simple sentences, the connection between a pronoun and its antecedent is often very clear. However, as sentences become more complex, errors in pronoun antecedent agreement can be much more difficult to identify. Be extra cautious when you notice any of the following. Distance between pronoun and antecedent, like this one. The further apart the pronoun and its antecedent are in a sentence, the harder agreement errors are to spot. Extra phrases and clauses interfere with our ability to work off instinct. Errors in these cases are less likely to just sound wrong. So if you notice a pronoun way out of its own, track down its antecedent and check it for agreement. Like this one. It said the record player in the 1980 and 1990. But there has since been a revival in popularity. There. Maybe someone is going to say there stands for what? Don't tell me that there stands for player. So player here, he must put for him. I'm sorry, he talk about the record itself. So it's. Sometimes we have multiple nouns before the pronoun. So when multiple nouns appear before a pronoun in a sentence, identify the correct antecedent can be tricky. خلي بالكم هنعمل ايه يا مستر؟ put الاصل الورد مكان البروناون عشان تعرف هي فعلا دي ولا لا. Errors of pronoun antecedent agreement will be difficult to identify in these cases, especially if some of the nouns are plural and others are singular. When you notice multiple nouns before the pronouns, take the time to identify the most logical antecedent. Like this, the Cadmore, the largest of all North American cats, has lost most of their range in the eastern United States. ركز هنا. And the Cadmore is the subject, has lost the verb, and the singular. Yeah, but I'm not talking about cats. I'm talking about this animal, so it's not there. It's its. Pronoun before the antecedent. Sometimes the pronoun come. We used to that the antecedent come first, then the pronoun. Sometimes the pronoun come first, then the antecedent. So antecedent literally means that what comes before, but sometimes this relationship gets flipped. When a pronoun becomes before its antecedent, we are less likely to notice an agreement error. If you see a pronoun toward the beginning of the text, track down the noun it refers to and double check for agreement. Like, while it may not be widely associated with long life, ocean clams have been known to live for over 500 years. Okay, it's just a minute, mister. Nothing here on the second sentence talk about something in singular, except clams is plural. So here we said about clams, because here it took about 500 years for clams. So while they. The third rule, verb forms. And here we talk about present, past, future, and even for the present perfect, the present continuous, the past perfect, the past continuous. So here he said verbs can take many different forms. Here are modal verbs, auxiliary verbs, and a dozen other possible categories. When approaching form, structure, and sense question, it's important to identify which standard English convention are being tested. You need to look for verb form errors F. Take care. Verb form here, I'm not talking about the singular verb or plural verb. No, I'm talking about consistency. Consistency. When the tense, when the sentence is moving in the past, before and after, you have to choose in this part past. Before present, after present, you have to choose here present. Before future, after future, you have to choose here future. Okay, mister. If we have two different tenses, like we have past and present, you're going to find that the best thing to choose is the present perfect. Why? Because present perfect indicates that something happened in the past and it has consequences on the present. Okay, mister. Sometimes he give you 3 sentences and you need the one in the middle. Sometimes I give like it's all the sentence present, but I choose in the middle future. Why? Because he said for the next month. So now we give you a keyword to show that you have to choose a future verb. So take care of different choices, use different verb tenses, past, present, future. And in SAT, we have mainly past, present, future. Some choices add or remove helping verbs, like here. Yesterday, I'm running to the lake. How yesterday, I'm running? How? Yesterday, it's a key for past. So it must be ran, no am running. The example, طبعا I didn't complete all the rules, but I told you that next time I'm going to add more. But you have all the rules on the writing rules that I give it to you. Again, teacher, here I use the rule of odd one out. Indicate plural, indicate singular, have indicated plural, are indicating plural. So I'm going to take this. But take time, please, to look at the sentence, just to be sure about your answer. When a fire burns red or green or blue, the color of its flames. Shukran. Yes, mister. The color so indicates. Omar Zidane said yesterday I was running to the lake. I'm going to accept it, Omar. But actually, we use the continuous with 2 tenses. Like, you're not going to say yesterday I was running to the lake. No, yesterday I ran. But you can say, while I was running to the lake, I saw Omar and hugged him. Okay. As I told you, I don't complete all the rules, so I'm not going to give you homework, and I'm not going to give you anything to solve today. I'm going to just keep this till I finish all the rules, and even till Wednesday, I wish they're going to have time to read the writing rules. Any question?
No, mister.
Clear everything, guys?
تمام.
الحمد لله.
ما تنسوش odd one out في الجرامر، هتنفع معاكم جدا، بس برضو الناس ما تعتمدش عليها قوي زي ما فيصل قال كده. يعني بتنفع على طول على فكره يا فيصل، حتى من الامتحانات اللي كانت بيبر كنت بقولها للطلبه كلها وكانت بتنفع وتشتغل على طول. عمر، انت اخر امتحان جايب في الجرامر قد ايه يا عمر؟ عمر زيدان مقفل الفول مارك في الجرامر صح؟
تقريبا
عمر مقفل الفول مارك في اخر امتحان في الجرامر بسبب اللي انا قلته. اوكي يا شباب؟
اوكي مستر.
فالجرامر سهل جدا ان انت تقفل المارك، والله ما بهزر لو اتبعت دي. بس طبعا ارجع بس بص عليها بصه، يعني مش هتاخد منك وقت. انا بصيت لقيت كلر، خلاص شكرا يا مستر. هو اللي انا حليته. The same thing is gonna happen. Okay, see you on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Goodbye.
Goodbye, mister.
مشكور سير، شكرا.
Have a nice day, Mr.
Thank you.